In this video, we're going to look at how to speed up your techniques by removing the telegraph that we put in before we throw them. So what is a telegraph? Well, a telegraph is basically some pre-movement that we add in to any kick or punch we throw. For example, if I'm in my fighting stance and I go to throw a punch, I might do something like this. Roll the shoulder back before I throw it. Same with the rear hand, roll the shoulder back before I throw it. Or a more common one is with the hook. So I really overextend that arm here before I throw the hooking punch. One of the most common telegraphs is with a kick. So for example here, just before I do my kick, I do a little step off the back foot here, and then I do my kick. And that itself is a telegraph. Any pre-kick or punch movement that you add in unnecessarily stands a great chance of informing your partner, your opponent, as to what you're going to do. And if they can see some kind of movement before you throw the attack, then there's a greater chance they can do something about it. So how can we remove it? Brilliant. A real simple training session is get yourself a mirror, or if you don't have access to a mirror, get your iPhone or your smartphone, turn it around so the camera faces you, and then just stand in front of it in your fighting stance. And quite simply now, look, I can see exactly what I look like in the eyes of my opponent. I can see where my guard is, I can see when my shoulders are shrugged, I'm in my fighting stance. And if my guard was a little bit too low, straight away I can see that. So the mirror or a camera is a fantastic training aid to use as part of your martial arts training because it doesn't lie. You just need to make sure that you look at it and interpret it and then do whatever's needed to change it. So straight away, look, my guard's up nice and tight here so I can see it. So instead of rolling that shoulder back before I throw my jab, now what I'm going to do is stick that jab straight out and back again here, look. A little bit of push off my back foot, that extends me forward and straight back. Same with the cross punch, look. Send that cross punch and straight back here this way. There's no rolling the shoulder or big swinging punches here. Straight from your position, look, and it's a short, sharp turn here. And the body mechanics do all the work. Same with the kicks, look. So instead of having a big wide stance and doing a big step and then a kick, all we're going to do now is bring that back foot a little bit further up to a point where I can now bring that foot off the floor without having to step. From there, I stab the kick out, land, and then reset. So let's take that training to the bag now, look. So what I'm going to do from here, facing my punch bag this way, in a good, strong, solid stance, I'm going to make a conscious effort not to telegraph the punches. So from here, I set myself up and straight from the position here, look, straight out and back again here this way. Take a second, reset the bag if you need to, and again from here, look, all that moves is the arm. Straight out and straight back again. Same with the cross punch. Make a massive effort not to telegraph it, straight from the start position here, look, come straight out, and back again here this way. And again, look, straight out, and straight back again here this way. And the kicks. So instead of a big step, and then a front kick, for example, all we're going to do now is bring your stance a little bit closer in. This now allows me to push off with my front foot. So instead of having to step in order to bring that leg into that chamber position, I push off, kick, and then land again and reset here. Steady the bag, and again look here, shorter stance, push off here, kick, and land again here this way. And that simple movement, that simple extra bit of footwork, we can do from a distance as well, look here. So one of the reasons we step when we kick is to cover distance. So I'll step here and I'll kick here this way. But instead now, all I'm going to do is shorten my stance a little bit. And I'm going to bring this leg off the floor. As I bring that leg off the floor, I'm now going to hop with this back leg to cover the distance and kick at the same time. So instead of telegraphing the technique by doing a step first and then the kick, now the first thing my opponent sees is me moving towards them. So shorten your stance a little bit, you bring your leg off the floor and you hop into it. And that speeds up the attack, removes the telegraph. First thing your opponent sees is you're on the way with that kick. And the principle works the same with your round kicks and your side kicks and your axe kicks. Any static kick, spins and jumps, totally different, so don't work it with those. But look, from a round kick, shorten your stance. So my back foot is just underneath my shoulder here. This now allows me to push off with my front foot here. So as opposed to having to step and then lift that leg up to kick, now look, if I shorten my stance, all I need to do is push off my front leg here, chamber the kick, send it, land it, and then reset here. So instead of the big telegraph, it's just this, look. Push, kick, and land here. And again, push, kick, and land here. Same principle with the side kick. Instead of the big distance, the big elongated stance here, I need to step to send it. Bring your back foot just underneath your shoulder. 70% of the weight goes onto the back leg here. Then you just need to bring that leg off the floor, send it out, land it, and then reset your stance. And from the distance, look, if I want to use that principle to cover distance, to hit my opponent with a side kick or a round kick or a front kick, just as you just saw, look, a little bit further away, more realistic fighting distance. And instead of having to step and kick here, now all I do, shorten that back leg here, that foot goes underneath my shoulder, foot comes off the floor. As soon as that foot comes off the floor, I chamber and hop all at the same time. This way. So we cover the distance, close that gap, without giving away what we're going to do by having to step here. Watch again. So shorten the stance here, look. Foot comes off the floor. And I hop in and hit the bag. And with the round kick, same principle. Shorten the stance, look here. Foot comes off the floor. And I hop in and hit the bag here this way.